Welcome, my Wise Astrology tribe, Cosmic Insight Astrology. I am your co-pilot, Christina. If you have a Gemini rising, Gemini moon, or Gemini sun, this is your 2022 July astrology forecast, astrology video horoscope. All right, let's see what's going to happen for you. So here is the astrology view, but I'm going to actually provide for you to show all the planetary aspects, what's going on for you. You have Jupiter and Mars actually in your 11th house, beginning of the July. And July 1st, this Mars is in very late degrees going to square with Pluto. I'm not really a fan of this aspect in astrology because Mars and Pluto, both of them is a planet of destruction. Mars is the planet of war. Pluto is the planet of death. So we might, in Monday perspective, going to experience some kind of increase in death due to the war, and might going to be like new countries going to join the war, or maybe other wars going to get other countries gonna get into war in the earth. But also, but 11th house is your social circle, for example. 8th house is will, death, debt, sexuality, miscarriage. So it could be like, okay, from my friends or my friend zone, I'm going to start to fight with someone, or I'm going to fight with a social group that I'm part of. So it could be social media. Careful what you are going to put on social media, because it could be really destructive for you. 11th house is also the money that you earn from your career, and 8th house is actually something that is inheritance, and squaring those two could be like but maybe my family had a trust fund, and right now they're going to lock me out from that kind of trust fund, because that's a square over here. Okay, it could be also like you're going to learn about one of your friends passing, or somebody in the very close social circle going to pass. Or it could be some kind of destructive energy due to like a party, because 11th house is also representing party, attending party, and Mars over there with Pluto could be like, Mars could be gun violence, or could be knife or something like that, but definitely violence. So it could be like you hear something like your friends attended a concert, a party or something like that, and there was a massive shooting. It could be like that. So I definitely don't like that energy. It's gonna start on the day I'm recording that, so June 27, and then it's going to be really squaring until the 7th of July. So be careful with traveling, be mindful in groups, and in general, be mindful. On mundane perspective, Pluto and Mars could be, Pluto is volcano, Mars is eruption and fires. It could be a destructive energy, like worldwide, we're going to have a lot of volcano eruption, for example. Jupiter and Mars in your 11th house, it could be like you're going to get some kind of new friends into your circle, and it's squaring, the Mars squaring with 8th house Pluto, but those kind of people could be, Jupiter could be racist, and Mars is very aggressive, so you might going to find yourself in a group where the values are really different, and you finally realize that, and you're going to end the relationship. So this relationship going to be dead to you because of some kind of racist motives. Okay, Uranus in 12th house. Uranus is, it is in 12th house, it could mean something in medical astrology like numbing or neurological issues. But it could be also like you are working behind the scene with some kind of artificial intelligence that you want to put out for the public later on when Uranus is going to move forward to your first house. But it's a long process for you, so it will be not recent and very fast. Uranus is going to stay here for a long time for you, 2026. So it is like, all right, I'm just working behind the scene, I'm putting some robots together, something like that. But definitely medical astrology could represent some kind of neurological issue that you have to deal with. Let's see, July 1st, we were talking about. July 2nd, we're going to have Mercury in Gemini in your first house is going to trine with Saturn retrograde. Saturn is in your 9th house. Saturn is some kind of either education, high education, semester degrees or college or university degrees, or it could be also traveling. So you might going to revisit a traveling, or, you know, like before it got delayed, but right now you are capable actually to bring that long distance traveling on. It could be also like you are talking about to going back to do your masters or your high education. Maybe you only had a GDA and yes, or just a high school education, and right now you are taking plans to go back to school and have a college degree, a university degree, a master degree, a bachelor, whatever you seek for. It could be also like you going to actually study some kind of new belief system because of, you know, Saturn, it's a long term or it's an old kind of religion in the 9th house. So you might going to just study some kind of ancient religion you're going to be interested in, and Mercury is the mind and studying. So yeah, definitely it could mean that. July 2nd also Mercury going to square with Neptune the same day. So Neptune is in Pisces in your 10th house, in your career, prestige, regime, stage, and then Mercury going to square with that. Neptune is photography, Neptune is filmmaking, Neptune is higher octave of love, Neptune is addiction and aliens. It could be like, for example, at your work, you are working in a place where you are tracking aliens, or maybe the sound of aliens or other civilizations. It could mean that. But also this is a square, so it's not a great aspect, but it's pushing you forward to do something. But, you know, it could be lies or gossip. So maybe at your work, you get involved some kind of gossip, or maybe the career, what you chosen, or, you know, the work that you have chosen, it is based on some kind of illusion, delusion. So they didn't tell you at the beginning, all right, that's gonna be your salary or whatever, or they just give you the job, but they didn't really describe what you have to do. And later on, you're not going to like, because of, you know, like it didn't include the whole entire description, and you're gonna be uncomfortable to doing that. So kind of lie and delusion around that kind of career situation for you. All right, and July 5th, we have Mercury and Mars actually sextiling. But in July 5th, Mercury moves to Cancer and Mars moves to Taurus, 0 degree, and it's going to sextile the 2nd and the 12th house. So Taurus is a fixed sign, 12th house is illusion, delusion, hospice, it's hospitals, vacation, like holidays, hotels industry. And Mars over here, for example, you can invest in hotels or an Airbnb here, or it could be like some unseen money is coming to the because Mars is, you know, initiator, some kind of unseen project right now, it's going to pay off. Because Mercury in second house is value, second house is your wealth, Mercury is sailing. Actually, it could initiate something like, I had a house in an island, or I had an island and I can sell it right now. Or it could be like, you know, I had that kind of, how do you say that when, I forget the term in English, but, you know, like you are going there every second year for vacation, timeshare. and I couldn't sell it. And right now it's time for me. Finally, I can get rid of it because it doesn't serve my purpose and I don't want to go anywhere every single year to visit. So it could be that one as well. Mercury is inflammation and inflammation and fire. And in the 12th house, it could be like you can deal with some kind of inflammation. And 12th house ruled by Neptune. Neptune is pandemic. Neptune is also viruses. So it could be some kind of viral infection or inflammation in your body going on, but could affect your vocal cord, because this sextile over here, it could represent that, but it's not going to be bad because it's a sextile. It could be some kind of little challenge in it, but mostly it's very positive, so it can be that. But it could be like some kind of impulsive communication around financial matters. Okay, what else going on? July 9th, we have Mercury square Jupiter. So here is Mercury, Jupiter gonna be in 7 degrees in your 11th house, and Mercury going to square with it. So it's definitely going to be something about your values and the social circle's values, and you're not going to fit in the mold anymore, and you're done with that. It's gone, it's done, and it's saying goodbye to some kind of group in your life or friends. And then it is like also Mercury, your money, financial, and Jupiter is your investment. So it could represent something with an investment. So you're going to get some kind of not very beneficial news about some kind of investment, or it could be getting a news around some kind of court case. So because it's your finances, it could be like a court case actually not turning out for your benefits in this matter, like somebody sued you, or you sued the company and it's just not coming and turn out to your benefits. On the 10th, July 10th, the Sun in Cancer going to sextile with Uranus. Uranus is the rebel. Uranus is the unconventional, Uranus is the future-oriented, and sextile with Sun in the 2nd house, it could be like some kind of investment, for example, going to pay off. But actually, I didn't even know I had that, because the 12th house is behind the curtain, behind the scene. So I might not even know I have that kind of investment. I forget about that, or I just put that, I bought that something a long time ago. And right now, oh, I have some stock or whatever, and it's raised a lot, you know, and that would pay off for me. Then on July 12th, Sun going to sextile with North Node. So actually North Node is going to be in conjuncted with Uranus and Mars by end of the month, and it's once in a lifetime experience, never happened in humanity life before, but also going to sextile with Sun. And that's your purpose. North Node is a mathematical point. It's not a planet. It's the mathematical point of our moon. And that is the head of the dragon, which is the avenue that we approach. That's a karmic point, but where we are heading. And South Node and Saturn actually together, those are the karma. Saturn is the lord of karma, and South Node is always the axis of the North Node, always in opposition, the tail of the dragon, but you have to shed. So if you shed that matter, then you are capable to approach and pursue your happiness and your destiny. So over here, North Node is the destiny in 12th house. You might going to invest in, or your purpose is to help for orphanages or unprivileged. 12th house is the homeless, is unprivileged. So it could be, you know, like that, like financially I'm supporting an orphanage, unprivileged, homeless shelters, or some kind of shelters, refugees. 12th house ruled by Neptune, that was refugees. So it could be that as well. And then on July 13, we have two aspects. One is Venus and one is Mercury. Venus going to trine with Saturn and Mercury going to sextile with North Node. So Mercury going to sextile on 13th with North Node and Uranus, right? So Mercury is the communication, selling with Uranus crypto. So I might going to be capable to sell my crypto. Or I might going to actually invest in kind of new crypto, because North Node over here, you know, like something that is not out for public yet, but I already know, or I invented it, and I can actually show that to the public soon. That kind of crypto. Okay, and then what I wanted to say, July 14th, Venus I wanted to talk about. And Venus, I don't have Venus because my dog ate Venus. And so Venus is going to be in where? So Venus is in Gemini, going to square. So Venus is here in Gemini, going to square with Neptune, you see? All right, in 25 degrees. And Neptune is 10th house, your career, your prestige, that is the nobility, that is stage as well. And then here is Venus. Venus is in the first house. Venus is self-confidence, but in this square, it's representing some kind of fake self-confidence. So you might going to pretend you know your self-worth and you are very confident in something, but actually at home and you are not, and that could be that square for you here. Or it could be actually like a loved one. Someone is lying about their work or their prestige or something like that, because Neptune also lies. Or actually it could be like someone you love have some kind of issue at work because of drinking or because of drug abuse. That could be as well. All right, what else can I say here? On the 16th, Mercury and Sun going to conjunct in your second house. So actually, Mercury is crypto. Second house is your wallet, or Mercury is selling, and Sun is so strong. It's actually, you see, doesn't let Mercury to be seen. So it covers it up, that combos, that conjunction, it covers Mercury up. So could be something hidden from you, a sale hidden from you. You don't see it, you don't see the opportunity to sell or buy something. Or actually, it could be some kind of devastating issue with cryptocurrency over here, because that's finance. And like I don't see my crypto. It could be, Mercury also rules the third house, Gemini, which is artificial intelligence and which is your computer or whatever. So it could be like, I don't see something, I get lost my mails and important mails, or somebody is better actually in communicate, like I have a job, for example, with crypto or stock or whatever it is, and then somebody is better than me and taking my clients, my customers. So that's why I don't get that much sale than the other person get. All right, what else can I say? Okay, so the 17th, Venus going to go to Cancer. So Venus from here going to go here to Cancer, okay? And then what's going to happen? So Venus in Cancer, in second house, the home, family, with Cancer, values are going to be more loving and about love and very welcoming and really nurturing. It could be also like, my family income going to rise. Like a family, we both going to make more money somehow. Okay, and then June 17 also, the Mercury going to trine Neptune. So this Mercury going to trine Neptune. Okay, so what does it mean? Second house, 10th house, that is investment, right? Or my money from work, but the work could come from photography, art, music, publishing something, or it could be definitely some kind of media related or art related matter. So it could come from that. Or custom design or stage design, something that, and then, like it is a it could be a promotion there, and it could be my income is rising. And then on July 17 again, that's also Sun going to trine. So Sun and Mercury going to trine with Neptune. When Sun is trining, that is like I'm more self-confident. My values are around like spiritual matters, or my values are around and about, for example, art. I truly value higher octave of love in life, and I truly value like unconditional love, or I truly value, for example, forgiveness. Neptune is forgiveness, and that's why I can raise my income, because I'm capable to forgive, and that's why I can take back people to my life, and that's why, you know, like I go through the problems easily. Okay, but as we have on July 19th, we're going to have Mercury to go Leo. And then July 22nd, we're going to have Sun going to Leo. But before that, we're going to have a full moon actually in Capricorn. It's going to be July 13th at 21 degrees, 21 minutes. And it's going to be the 8th and the 2nd house. It's always working in axis, because of full moon is when the moon and the sun is in opposition. So it's an axis just like the north and the south node. So completion in their 8th house matters. 8th house matters are death, insurance, banking, mortgages, sex, real estate, not real estate, debt, paying of debt, for example. It could be a great time for that, for you guys, Geminis. Or it could be like, you know, like an inheritance matter came to the end, because we were fighting about the inheritance, but finally it got sorted out. It could be, excuse me, it could be also like, I finished my trust or my will. It could be also like, I get my mortgage finally. They didn't want to sign the mortgage up for me, but finally I get it. Okay. And financial matters, your income could rise with this full moon, but something is getting out of the way. So that's good. On July 25th, actually, Juno going to go to retrograde in your 9th house, and Juno is your soulmate. Juno was the love of Jupiter, wife of Jupiter, very loyal. So Juno over here is going to go station retrograde on the 25th with Saturn here, and Saturn is already in retrograde. But oh, wait a minute, Gemini is here. Okay, like this. Okay. And not with Saturn actually, because Saturn is, I'm talking Cuckoo. So in your 10th house, Juno. Okay, so what's gonna happen over here? Juno in 10th house, it is like you can find your true love, higher octave of love. Here is Neptune at your work, in your career, on stage, for example. Somebody can come back to you who you worked with together, or who you had the career together, and actually that's your soulmate, that's your kindred spirit. Okay, what else going to happen? So Chiron also going to station retrograde, and Chiron is on July 19th over here, okay? So what we have, Chiron here in the 11th house. Chiron is the wounded warrior, is the hurted, ashamed, humiliated, wounded healer and wounded warrior in your 11th house. So it could be some kind of social matter going to re-enter your life. It is like, you know, I had some kind of humiliation at my social circle, and right now it's coming back to me. It's not necessarily the same situation, but right now I'm trying to go back to think about that and heal myself out of that. Chiron in your 11th house could represent that. Okay, So let's move forward. On July 23rd, we're going to have Mercury and Jupiter trining. So here is Mercury in Leo and Jupiter in Aries. Mercury is communication, Jupiter is blessing. So it's the third house is publishing or studying or your neighborhood. Actually, 11th house is social circle. So your neighborhood might going to become actually foreign. Like because Jupiter is immigrant, so you have a lot of immigrants can move to your neighborhood, or it could be, and it's actually positive, or it could be like you're going to start to learn a foreign language because of Mercury's brain. Third house is studying. That one is language. Jupiter is language, and you might going to learn a foreign language, and you're going to get involved to a group who is like Italians, and you're going to start to talk Italian with them, or any kind of language. Doesn't matter, like Polish, Hungarian, whatever it is. All right, it could be that. Okay, on the 25th, you're going to have Venus in Cancer. So Venus here in Cancer going to actually square with this Jupiter, right? Okay, so Venus is love, money, and material needs and luxury, and square with Jupiter, it could be like, I cannot expand right now my financial abundance or my income because of some kind of social issue. So I have to pay attention some kind of social issue, and that's why I'm not capable, or I have to pay attention on my friend and I can't work enough, so my income is going to decrease. On the love and the values matter, it is like actually, I do appreciate art in my life, but and you know, I do value, for example, art and love. But for example, my social circle is only values big things, and you know, like we don't fit, because that is about love, Venus, many times. And Jupiter is the riches, and Jupiter likes to show off, especially in Aries. And you know, I don't like that people anymore who are showing off, or who are impulsive, or who have too much self-confidence. So it's going to be an issue with my new values in life. Okay, then we're gonna move to July 26th, when is Mercury square Mars. And Mercury going to square Mars over here. Okay, so a little bit forward. Okay, Mercury and Mars, it's like communication issues, and it could be some kind of hidden communication, some kind of lies, what was, or some kind of action what was taken against me, and I didn't know about that. It was behind my back, and it really hurt me. And you know who could do that for you? Your neighbors, because it's in your third house, or it could be your siblings, or really close friends, actually. And you know, like you will have enough, and you will get very upset with this situation. Then you also have Mercury square Uranus as well, not just Mars, because as I said, these three going to conjunct end of July, and it's a one in a lifetime experience. So with Uranus as well, it could be something like my artificial intelligence not working the way I want. It doesn't take command, or it's rebels. So the artificial intelligence rebels against me. So it could be my computer doesn't take the commands, or actually you do have some kind of artificial intelligence in the house, or you have something in the house that you already implanted in the house, and you know, it is just totally get like screwed up and doesn't do anything, or do everything reverse what you command to it. And on July 29th, we have Mercury square North Node. So also North Node, your purpose. In the 12th house is something with homeless shelters. It's something with the unprivileged, or orphanages, or addiction centers, or whatever that. So it could be like you don't fit, or you don't want to talk about your addiction, or you don't want to attend AA anymore. or, you know, like you don't want to go actually to a retreat or you know, like an addiction center because of you don't think verbal communication would solve your issue. You think there is something else, a single therapy doesn't work for you. Okay, and then July 31, July 28, Jupiter going to go retrograde in your 11th house, but I'm gonna do a new video, very detailed about Jupiter retrograde. But in your 11th house, it's definitely like some kind of opportunity coming back, but could be like money or promotion from career. They promised to you, but they didn't give it to you, but right now they will. Or it could be by friendships are coming back to you. And it could be international friendship as well. And then the 31st, we're going to have actually the sun is trining with Jupiter. So the sun in Cancer going to trine with Jupiter. This is very beneficial because the 3rd and 11th house. So it could be something like a great party. Jupiter is party, even if it's in retrograde. So an old opportunity, old party that you couldn't do, coming back to you because maybe COVID, it was called off for a year or more, or a concert, or I don't know, maybe a motivational conference or something like that. It's coming back and it's an opportunity for you to go there or to purchase the tickets, because in the 3rd house, it's purchasing tickets and you are capable to go there, making plans about that. Okay, and then we have a new moon. We have a new moon in actually Leo over here on July 28th. And the new moon is going to be 5 degrees 39 minutes in your 3rd house. So something with publishing is coming to surface. So you might going to do your website and launch it. You might going to do some kind of new project with communication, with publishing a book writing. So that's definitely a very good time for that. And especially because we don't have personal planetary retrogrades and we don't have any kind of inner planet retrogrades. So right now it's time to push out everything that you want. So that's great. And I'm going to talk about a tiny little bit about this Uranus North Node and Mars conjunction. As I said, Mars is the Uranus is rebel, Mars is the war, and North Node is purpose and the path we are going. And in 12th house, it's not the greatest conjunction, because in 12th house, it could represent something for you guys, like some kind of neurological issue or inflammation or infection. It could be a bacterial infection, which is going to have some kind of cognitive, mental effect, and it could be difficult. But on the other way, you know, 12th house representing aliens, Uranus can represent like some kind of alien ships, like airships or aircrafts. And you know, Mars could be invasion. So I don't want to say like you guys going to see and all of you like see some kind of alien invasion, but you know, it could be as well like some of you going to sight alien ships and get connected with that. And it could be nighttime, so it's not daylight, but maybe close to dawn or close to midnight, something like that. Okay, what else I wanted to say? And you know, 12th house, it's like hidden, and 12th house rules ocean. For example, it could be tsunamis. So you are close to some kind of devastating tsunami, or somebody who you like or who is close to you. So you are affected by tsunamis or fiery tornadoes. I keep saying that because of Uranus is wind, big wind and tornadoes, and Mars is fire. So I keep saying and seeing something like tornado going, but fire inside in it somehow. So that could be that as well. And we're also going to have at one point Mercury, end of July, 19th of July, Mercury and Pluto opposition, the 2nd and 8th house for you. And you know, the 8th house is your will and your inheritance. 2nd house is finance. So you might go into have a conversation about your will, or rewrite it, or a trust fund, for example, do a trust, or just talk about inheritance in the family. Okay, guys, so I think, and also Vesta, I forget to talk about Vesta also in Pisces, and Vesta also gonna go station retrograde on the 7th of June. And in Pisces, there is Neptune and there is Juno as well. And Vesta is the eternal flame, Juno is the loyal married partner, and Neptune is the higher octave of love in your 10th house. It's pretty good, even if all of them is retrograde, because a situation revisited. So you're going to get another opportunity at your career, but you thought it was lost. So that's pretty good, actually. All right, guys, so that's what I wanted to say. If you liked my video, please don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel and press also that little bell next to the subscription button, because then you are going to be reminded whenever I'm going to talk about some new subject here. And if you would like to have a personal reading with me, then don't hesitate to check out www.urbanwitch.org. Thank you so much for attention. I'm truly appreciate actually your attention and being with me. Till we meet again. Bye.